part 2. And I be trying so hard, y'all. But as y'all can see, I'm over here working on orders. When I tell you, I've been so like caught up with my business and just getting sleep. I've been tired, y'all, exhausted. But I did launch the pre-orders for the clothing line, and I'm gonna just keep it real with you guys. The pre-order launch did not go as I thought it would. I did get a lot of engagement and feedback from TikTok, but it's just like when it comes down to selling clothes, you just never know how it's gonna go. So I'm thinking about just pushing everything back to August. As much as I want to give up, my best friend was like, no, don't give up, or whatever, you better not give up, keep going. Those sets are tea. She was like, it's still gonna be hot in August, just keep going. I'm just gonna keep going and push to do August. I am trying to work on getting a photo shoot done. Photo shoots is just so expensive. Like, I'm trying to get everything done, but I ain't gonna even stress it because I know I'll get it done. I'll get the photo shoot done. I'll get everything done when it gets done at this point, because I cannot rush it. It's just gonna get done when it gets done. But let's jump into part 2. So we left off at the part where we was on a cruise and we wasn't really with the girls. And the reason why we wasn't really with the girls, now that I'm thinking about it, is because they kind of just was standing around. They was kind of being boring. That's really what it was. You're being boring. So the first thing that we had did after the sail away party is, I think actually that same day, because we didn't hit Bahamas yet. We had actually went to the club that night. We had gathered the girls and we told them we was all gonna link up at the club or whatever. So we went to the club. One of the girls that was supposed to be there, which I completely forgot about, her flight ended up being delayed and she ended up missing time to board when we were still in Miami. So she was gonna meet us in Bahamas. So they said she could catch a flight and meet us in Bahamas or whatever. So before we got to Bahamas, that night we went to the club. And when we went to the club, you kind of could feel the tension. It was like weird tension. The girls were standoffish. Morgan was nowhere to be found. I think we seen her with her cruise babe. I kind of don't remember at this point. But she was just doing her own thing. We was dancing, having fun in the club. It was cool vibes. Baby mama and Nisha, they kind of like were there and then not there, then there again. Nisha and Charlie had exchanged words, and then Nisha was like, she finna go to her room or whatever. And I don't know if they like got into it or whatever, but she was just like, she gonna go to her room. And then that's when my mama said she wasn't feeling good or whatever. Throughout the whole entire cruise, honestly, y'all, I wasn't feeling well either, because that boat was just rocking so much and I was just getting nauseous and I was just feeling so seasick and nothing was working. Like, I literally asked people for the little nausea patches that wasn't working. Like, I was having patches. I had the wristbands I ordered. Those did not work. Nothing didn't work. So we're going to fast forward to when we got to the Bahamas. So when we got to, no. Wait. Before the Bahamas, we went to the I don't look. Dang, y'all, I should have been gave out this part too, because now I don't remember. Oh.
3 hours later.
Oh. There was a one that was before. Okay, before we went to the club. Before we decided to go to the club, we did go back to the girls' room. We were looking for Anisha. That's what it was. We was looking for Nisha or whatever. So before we went to the club, we was looking for Nisha, and that's when me and Bree and Charlie said, let's go get Nisha. Let's go to her room. When we went to the room, we knocked on the door. Nisha opened the door. She was asleep. And I went to her. I said, Nisha, get up or whatever. No, lied. Let's go back again. Went to the room first. Knocked on the door. Bree had a key because she was originally going to stay in that room. So she used her key to open the door, and they were asleep. So then we walked out the room. We just let them sleep. When we first had said something, I said, baby mama. So that's the nickname that we all called her. We call her baby mama, or we call her Prego. So she turned her head. She was asleep. She turned her head, And she turned it again with attitude, and we was like, oh, okay. So we said, fuck that shit. So we left. And while walking back, I was like, shall we wake up Nisha? Let's get it. She was like, go get Nisha. So I walk back and I go get Nisha. And I'm like, Nisha, come on. And she like, huh? I'm like, get up. Like, you ain't get on this trip to be asleep. You ain't got to stay in the room with nobody and babysit nobody. Because we already knew that Nisha was staying with Prego because she didn't want to feel bad. But we already had a talk with Prego. Prego already understood she can't do everything with us. She already understood, like, sometimes she ain't going to be able to do stuff. She might have to stay behind or might just have to, she might not be able to go with us and do everything. But she said she's okay with that. So if we finna go hang out or wherever we was finna do, but this is before we thought we was gonna go to the comedy show, because really we was walking around. She was asleep. So we woke up Nisha got dressed, she rubbed her eyes, and then that's when Bree was telling her, like, I told you, you do not have to just sit around and babysit nobody. Like, I told you I would leave y'all if y'all want to be on that boring stuff. Like, I'm trying to have fun while we on the cruise. So Nisha was like, yeah, but I didn't. We was like, bro, you paid your money. Enjoy your time. So then I guess one of the guys had text Charlie or Bree and told him that we at the comedy show. So we went to the comedy show. While we walking in at the comedy show, we passed by Morgan. And Morgan is like calling Bree and Charlie. And they were like, girl, please. And she's sitting there with the cruise bae. So we walk past her and we go sit in another area closer to the stage. So we at the stage and near the stage, and we enjoying the comedy show. And then that's when Nisha was like, yeah, Morgan probably gonna say something to her or whatever. And then we were just basically telling Nisha, we were just like, we feel like it's not cool and it's not right that you basically just up and leave your friend. Like, even if you don't want to chill with me, Bree and Charlie, like, Nisha your friend, like, you're not even chilling with her. Like, you literally dipped out on her for a man. Then you talking about you wanted to spend time with Bree for her birthday, but you barely not around. So Nisha really ain't had nothing to say, because Nisha was just like, but we already knew Nisha was gonna go back and tell her, because that's your friend. But you need to tell your friend right is right and wrong is wrong. Like, you should at least chill with the birthday girl. You don't gotta chill with us because we not your friends, but dang, like, chill with your friend. So after the comedy show, we also was gonna link up at the club, and this is when Nisha had, when we was walking out, Nisha had stopped, and it's like she started talking to Morgan. We don't know. We continued to go to our room and get dressed. So while we getting dressed, we all met up at the club, and that's when I guess some tension was already up in the air, because we already knew Nisha had told Morgan. And I think Charlie was kind of feeling some type of way, because she was just like, all she do is keep running back to Morgan and tell her stuff. But we already knew that, because that's your friend. So we all kept it cool, but I guess Nisha tried to compare Charlie to some girl that was in a table next to us, and Charlie was like, I don't look like her, like that girl, like, don't try me. And then I guess the facial expressions or whatever, Nisha got sensitive, and Nisha was just like, she doing too much. So Nisha was like, I'm going to my room, and she left. And I'm like, what happened? She was like, she just tried to compare me to that girl, and I just said, like, don't compare me to her. I was just like, I looked and I'm like, oof, that girl ain't cute. So I could kind of see how Charlie is. Like, Charlie is a person, like, it's the shows on her face, especially talk with her hands. So sometimes you just can't really be too sensitive when it comes to Charlie, because it's Charlie. Like, you can't really be sensitive. So whatever that was or whatever. So then we get to the Bahamas, and before we get to the Bahamas, no, was that Half Moon Cay? Let me see. Yeah, so when we get to Bahamas, this is where it happens. We get to the Bahamas, we get off the boat. Before we got off the boat, we did have a discussion in a casino. I can't remember what night, but we did have a discussion, because I was going to the casino because I didn't want to go to bed. I wanted something to do, so I wanted to go to the casino. So Bree was like, okay, Fee, I'm gonna walk you to the casino, because I didn't know where the casino at. I kind of get lost on the boat. So Bree was like, I'll take you to the casino or whatever. So while we walk in, we end up running into Nisha and baby mama. That night already, the tension already was starting, because Nisha had left to her room, and Bree had sent in a text message saying, like, the energy's been weird, everybody is separated, everybody is not on one accord, it's her birthday, she not fucking with it, it's weird vibes when they come around. So that's when Nisha tried to send a text, and Bree already left the group chat. Then I think I was the only one that was in a group chat, and then I think I ended up leaving the group chat, because there was really no point for me to be in there, because it was just back and forth. And Bree was like, what they said? I was like, well, I left the group chat, Bree. Like, you left, I left. Like, it's no need for me to be in a group chat. Like, I don't really know them like that. So then after that, once we get to the casino, And while we run into, it was just so crazy how we run into Nisha. It looked like they were already walking to our room. Kanisha did have text me, and she did text me and was trying to tell me like her side, but I ain't text her. I said, you need to talk to Bree, because Bree is upset with you too. You need to talk to Bree. I'm not gonna do this back and forth. You need to talk to Bree. So when we got to the casino, we in the casino or whatever. Bree is, you know, she's saying how she feel. Nisha said how she feel, and then baby mom put her input. I sat there and I be quiet because that was amongst them, and they already had prior arrangements before I got inputted in a trip, and it really wasn't much for me to say, because the only thing I really had to say was about Morgan. So I said it in front of Nisha, and I said, Nisha, you need to get your friend, because your friend is not being a real friend to Bree. She's not trying to chill with us. She did not come on the trip to chill with us. We're not saying you obligated to be with us all the time, because yeah, you want to mingle with the boy that you with, but just for certain things, that events that she had planned, at least try to be there for it. Like, she wants us to do the cowboy girl theme, dress like the cowgirl theme, do the cowgirl thing. We dressed in red, like certain stuff that she had that she put out in a group chat. At least try to do that. Like, ain't nobody telling you to be stuck up under us, but at least try to interact with us. So Nisha was like, yeah, you right, or whatever. Me and Bree automatically knew what we said. We went out one ear out of another. So they was like, what's the plans for tomorrow? She was like, well, tomorrow we finna be in Bahamas. We dressing like we doing a little rodeo theme. We gonna meet y'all at check-in or whatever. So she was like, okay, cool. So we woke up a little late, and when we woke up a little late, we missed breakfast. We getting dressed. Mind you, we take forever to get dressed. We getting dressed, we putting on our outfits. I had wardrobe malfunctions, but they had helped me. I got my outfit together. We doing our makeup and stuff. So while we were getting off, the girls already had texted us and said they already checked in. So Bree told them, y'all could go ahead. We'll meet up with y'all or whatever. Oh no, this wasn't cowgirl themes. Scratch that. This is at Half Moon. That was Half Moon Cave for the cowgirl theme. Bahamas, what did we wear to the Bahamas? Dang, what did we wear to the Bahamas? I thought we wore whatever. We didn't wear anything planned for the Bahamas. Scratch, I'm way too far ahead. We didn't wear anything planned for the Bahamas. We would just take forever to get dressed. Normally, that's what we did. It's three of us. We all in one room. We trying to get dressed. So once we finally we got off the boat. When we got off the boat, we were waiting for the girls, because Bree was like, she don't want to leave nobody. She wants all to stay together, because we just had this talk. So we was waiting for the girls. We thought the girls had already got off the boat before us, but they didn't. They ended up stopping to eat. So we was waiting for them. So once we met up with them, we was all walking, and then they had stopped again, and it was like we waiting for Morgan. So then we had to wait for Morgan, even though ain't nobody wanted to wait for Morgan. We just still waited for her. So we waiting or whatever. So we walked to the first excursion. The first excursion was the swimming with the pigs and the jet skis, and it was like a private island. So it was $100. So we all paid our money. Morgan, I was shocked. She pulled out $100. I'm gonna get to that, a little later. So Morgan pulled out her $100 or whatever. So then I'm thinking that the cruise babe was finna pay for Morgan, because Morgan was talking big shit, like he finna pay for this, he finna pay for that, he got the drink package, da. Mind y'all, Morgan did not get the Wi-Fi package, y'all, because she was saying she couldn't text us because she didn't have the Wi-Fi package. So she didn't buy the Wi-Fi package or whatever. So we waiting to get on the excursion. They pick us up. They take us to the spot where we got to get on the boat to get to the island. So we all on the bus with people that is part of the cruise, the cousin cruise chat or whatever. We with some of those people or whatever. So we all get on a boat, and we get on the boat. We head to the island. Still good vibes. We chilling. Everybody chilling. Well, even when we was on a bus, well, not the bus, the van to get to the island, it was all straight good vibes. Like even me, Morgan, like we all singing in a van, like we just keeping it cool, because we had a talk. So we thought we nipped everything in the bud. So we get to the island. We getting on jet skis. Mind you, I never drove a jet ski, so I had to get on with somebody, because me driving a jet ski, I couldn't do it. I was just like, he said, I said, nope. So he put me on a jet ski with somebody to drive me, because honey, I can't swim, big bodies of water. I get nervous. The waves was waving. So we on a jet skis. Charlie and Bree, they got on jet skis by themselves. They doing their thing. They're doing their little 1-2 good vibes. Swimming with the pigs, did not do that, y'all. I promise I did not do that swimming with the pigs. The pigs was literally using the bathroom in the water while you're standing there giving them food. That was a no for me. No, that was a no for me. Then one of the pigs, I don't know what his issue was, but I don't know if he was trying to bomb rush me off the chair, but he came charging at me, and I got up and I started running because I'm not gonna play with these pigs. I seen too many TikTok videos. They say these pigs was biting people. I'm straight. I'm not gonna do that. So then they had like little refreshments or whatever. So while we getting they had like a little drink, a little alcohol drink, and then, you know, they had some trees or whatever. That they was selling. Like, it was good vibes. Still at that point, we taking pictures. It was me, Nisha, even Pergo got in the picture. I think she got in the picture she took. Morgan, I don't know where she was. I think she was on a jet ski with her cruise bell, whatever. So we all taking pictures and stuff. So then we noticed that there was another part of the island, like where the beach was, another side. So we go over there. Charlie boot up with her cruise bag, Bree was with her cruise bag, and I'm sitting in the sand. I'm just chilling. Like, I'm chilling. I'm literally got my feet in the water. I'm relaxing. I'm soaking up the sun. I'm just listening to the waves. I'm relaxing. So the rest of the girls, Morgan, Prego, and Nisha, they came and they're like, oh, this is where I at. So yeah, we all over there. I even asked Morgan to take my picture. Like, I'm keeping it cool, y'all. You know, I'm keeping it cool. I'm not trying to be on no drama-fied stuff. We all taking pictures. We all chilling. So then it was, we walked back to the other side because we like, dang, it's about time for us to get on the boat and head back to the port. So while we get there, we waiting. We see a line of people for a boat. We think we're going to get on that one, but that was for a different cruise ship. They was like, this is for, because it was different cruise ships at the port. So we waiting. 30 minutes go by. It's 3:30. Mind you, the boat leaves at 4:30. He got to be at the port on the boat because the boat will sail away at 4:30. And we just all knew we did not want to be those people that get left behind. And I'm just like, how am I going to get home? What we gonna do if we get left? What we gonna do? Like, huh? We knew that the next stop was Half Moon Cay, and that's a private island. So we like, how we gonna get there if we get left? Because Turks and Caicos is the last stop. So do we have to fly to Turks and meet them at Turks? Like, wait a minute. Like, I'm literally panicking in my head. So then Charlie and Bree had got into it with the people at the excursion because they like, you know, where the people that brought us here, like, can y'all call them? Can y'all contact them? Y'all ain't got no phone. Y'all ain't got no walkie-talkie, something, because our boat leaves. And he was like, your boat is gonna come on time. Hold on. You're not gonna leave you. And then Bree was like, you know, y'all don't give a damn. Y'all don't care. Y'all got your money. So Charlie was both going off on this man. I felt so bad for this man, but at the same time, I was trying to call him. It was like, no, fee, because they don't care. They got their money. Like, we can't get left. So I just hush up or whatever, because I really felt like Charlie and Bree was about to hit this man. Because I didn't want them to hit this man. Next thing you know, we finna get arrested because Charlie and Bree is fighting. So then the guys, they cruise way had calmed them down or whatever. So then our boat finally came and we got on a boat or whatever. So we getting on a boat, he's telling everybody which way to sit because he's about to fly. We about to fly on this water to get us to where we gotta go because he knew the time frame or whatever. So he telling like who needs to sit up front at the tip, who needs to sit back, like he's fixing us on the little boat or whatever. Me, I'm listening because baby, I don't want this thing to flip over. I don't want us to, I can't swim. I ain't had no life jacket on this boat, so I will drown. So then he tells me to sit right here. So I had to sit next to Morgan, which I didn't care. So then he's telling me to scoot down. So I'm scooting down. She's like, ugh. Fee. I'm like, what? She like, you sitting on my hair? I'm like, oh, my bad. Like, I didn't know. Like, I'm scooting down. She was like, yeah. And I'm like, girl, you ain't got to do all that. Like, I doing the most. I'm trying to keep my cool because I'm like, girl, I'm really trying to keep my cool. I really just want to hit you in your face and put you off this boat. I didn't want to put you off this boat because I've already irritated you. And I still got stuff I didn't get to address with you that I'm not going to address because I know me on my temper. Carnival is gonna put me on the bottom of this boat. So we get to the place where they dropped us off at, and we don't see the van. So we see a whole bunch of taxi drivers. They're like, oh, we'll take you back. We'll take you back $10 a person. We like, no, we paid $100. Like, it's supposed to be transportation there and transportation back. Like, why is we paying y'all? Where is the people that brought us here? So they looking at us, they don't know what we talking about. So we like, man, our boat leaves at 4:30. So one guy, he's like, I'm gonna call them. So then we sitting around, we was like, man, we ain't got time for them to figure out where they at, or for the people to answer the phone. Like, we gotta do something. So then we, I don't know who hollered. Somebody hollered like, we got a pregnant person with us. We don't know if she's about to have a baby or not. So then one of the drivers, he said, come on, I take her and that's it. Let's go. I take her for free. Then we was like, no, she can't be in a car with you by herself. Like, he was like, okay, well, 3 people free. And we was like, well, what about us? He said, she pregnant. I don't play like that. I have kids. And she not getting stranded here. So we was like, wait, what about us? So then everybody was like, fuck it, y'all. Everybody just got to pay $5 a person. The guy was like, okay, just pay him $5 a person. So we all just said, bump it. Like, we all just took our L, but we was like, damn, we paid $100 for what? So we all got in the van or whatever. So we get in the van. So Bree is telling me, hey, Fee, when we get to so give him 10 and I'm gonna give you 5 when we get to the room. Mind you, from the jump, I've been telling y'all, me, Bree, and Charlie, we've been busting everything down the middle. We've been, you know, paying things together, or you pay here and then I pay later. That's literally how we've been doing things. So we get off the van and it's time to pay. Some people had kind of ran off. I don't know who it was, but a few people ran off on did not even pay this man. This man was like, come on, but we paid. We was like, we're not gonna do him like that. So we had paid. So I'm pulling out my money, and as I'm pulling out my money, Morgan comes to the side and she like, hey Fee, can you give him $5 for me? I'll give it to you later when we get on the ship. So I'm hearing it, but at the same time, Bree is talking to me, and I'm counting out my money because I had 1. So I'm counting out the ones to give to Bree so Bree can hand it over to him. So Bree like, she cuffed my money, and Charlie walk up, she cuffed my money too. Like, they both grabbed the money in my hand and cuffed it. And they're like, Bree was like, the fuck? She was like, Fifi, no. And then Morgan was like, man, and she walked off. And Bree was like, I know she did not just ask Fifi. Charlie was happy. She was like, girl, she just asked Fifi for $5. Like, why can't she borrow $5 to pay the man? Like, ain't you with your cruise, babe? And she was like, showing me she ain't never talked to Fifi or tried to get to know Fifi. Like, she already went through Fifi bag. And she trying to ask her for money. I look, I said, how cool? Is it cool? So after that, we walking, and I'm getting up. Like, I got heated. I got mad because I'm just like, you caught an attitude with me on the boat. Then you just caught another attitude with me. You flipped your hair almost hit me in my face. And you want to talk about, let you borrow $5. Don't you got a man with you? I don't care if it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. I don't care what it is, but don't you got a man? Bad. My camera overheating. I think I need to go get my camera checked because it should not just overheat like that. And I'm in the house. Yeah, I got my ring light behind it, but there shouldn't be a reason why it's overheating. So after the part, after that little situation with Morgan of her asking me to borrow the $5 or whatever, we all get on the boat. And we all make it to the boat. But while we halfway to the boat, the girl that was supposed to meet us in Bahamas, she was able to get on the boat. She checked in and everything. And that's when Brianna was like, watch, Morgan's gonna be with her now that she's here, because this girl got money. For her to fly from, I think she flew from Chicago. I think she came from Chicago. I can't remember where she came from. Get a last minute flight and meet us in Bahamas. Oh baby, your money looking right. And then body was T. Whoever did her body, they did her body to the T. Instantly they already said Morgan was gonna be with her. Morgan probably not gonna be with that boy like that. He gonna be with her because she got the monions. And which turns out, yes, she did. Yes, she did. Like, Bree just called it and said it, and yes, she definitely did. Like, she most definitely did. So I can't remember what we did after that when we got back on the boat. But the next stop was Half Moon Cay, and we were all supposed to dress like cowgirls or whatever. So when we did get back on the boat, we were supposed to dress like cowgirls. I think, was it that night? Yup. So before we got to Half Moon Cay, that following night was the night to bring in Bree's birthday, and this is where things really started to spiral out. Nisha had text in the group chat and asked if she can get some lashes or she needed lash glue. It was one or the other. And it literally was like, I think it was midnight. And Bree was like, it's crazy how none of them text her happy birthday. And we were getting dressed to go to the club to bring in Bree's birthday. So Nisha came to the room and got the lash glue and she left. And Bree was like, that's wild. She didn't even wish me happy birthday or anything. Didn't say nothing to me. So that night we go to the club or whatever. And we in the club and Bree was like, you know, I'm like, well, let's see. Maybe, you know, it slipped her mind. Let's see. She was like, no, Fee. Like when it was Nisha's birthday, I celebrated her. I went all out for her. I made sure she had a good birthday. She was like, no, I'm not trying to hear that. So when we get to the club on a cruise or whatever, we see everybody's there. Morgan was there. I can't remember the other girl. She was there. Of course, we already said Morgan was going to be with the girl. And then Nisha and Pergo was there. We did see Nisha and Pergo, and now I thought they were going to come to the center of the dance floor because they was saying like shine a light on a birthday girl. So we was telling Bree to go in the middle with the birthday people or whatever. So I'm telling the girls to come on, like, you know, let's, you know, give Bree that attention or whatever. Nisha and Pergo was just stand. I don't know, it was weird. And then they had ended up leaving. But then Morgan came and she came into the circle and she was doing it. And I was like, okay, kudos to Morgan. Like you celebrating, you doing what you were supposed to be doing the day of Bree's birthday. I give you that. Like you're doing the most important part. The day of her birthday, you made sure you celebrated her. You told her happy birthday. So after that, we dancing. And we go sit down or whatever. So when we go sit down, we all sitting and chilling, and come to find out Morgan is sitting right there. She's still with us. So I'm shocked. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, she's still here. Nisha and Pergo disappeared, and that's when I asked Bree like where they at. And Bree said she got a text saying Nisha said she didn't feel good. And Pergo said she didn't feel good, so they went to the room. She was like, sorry, she couldn't celebrate her birthday. She gonna make it up to her tomorrow. She not feeling well or whatever. Or I don't even think she said that. I can't remember what the text message say, but Bree really wasn't trying to hear that. Oh no, she didn't even say celebrate. She said we don't feel good. We don't feel good. We finna head to the room. Basically, like they feeling seasick. That was it. Not even the sorry celebrating. I'm adding stuff in. She did not say that. Kijana, she did not say that, because the next day when we dressed like we had the rodeo theme and we did the rodeo theme, we were walking past the girls. Bree had stopped and she said she was just like, I just want y'all to know, like, I don't fuck with none of y'all. She was like, I don't fuck with none of y'all. It was my birthday. The only person that was there to celebrate me for my birthday was literally Charlie, Fee, Morgan, and the other girl. She was like, I give you that, but Morgan, you have not really been with us the whole trip. She was like, Nisha, you didn't even tell me happy birthday, and you came to the room to get lashes. You didn't tell me happy birthday. She was like, Pergo, you didn't even say nothing to me. And then Nisha was like, I did. I wrote you on Instagram. We was like, why you write her on Instagram? We all on the same like cruise ship. You could have came to her room and tell her, like, if you know your friend, like, mind you, Nisha and Bree is close. If you know your friend, you should know that she wants you to physically tell her happy birthday. And Bree was like, y'all know I take birthdays seriously. She was like, Nisha, I really feel some type of way about you, because when it was your birthday, like, I celebrate you. I made, you know, she was like, I would expect that in return. Like, I just feel like you ain't really been trying to really hang out with me for my birthday like I thought you would. So she was like, I'm done. So they was trying to talk or whatever, and Bree walked off. So I'm just seeing how I'm just like this. And then after that, I just, you know, I walked behind the birthday girl. I left, because this is not about me. This is about y'all and how y'all treating y'all friend. So I ain't say nothing. It wasn't nothing needed for me to say. So we carried on. We went on about our day. We got on the we got off the boat to get on another boat to take us to Half Moon Cay. And we at Half Moon Cay. We chilling. We taking pictures. Everybody's getting compliments on our little rodeo theme outfits and stuff like that. So then after that, after Half Moon Cay, it was kind of really chill. We weren't really nothing at Half Moon Cay. The next stop was Turk and Caicos, and at Turk and Caicos, we had did the clear boat excursion. Mind you, we didn't see the girls for the rest of the trip until we got the Turks. We really didn't see them. We weren't looking for them. None of that. When we got the Turks, that's when we saw them sitting there or whatever. And Charlie was just like, Charlie was the one who told them about the excursion or whatever. We didn't know if they were still gonna go or whatever. So Morgan was there, Nisha and Olive was there, and they was sitting down or whatever. And the guy, he was walking us to the spot, because Charlie had his number and we were looking for him. So he walked us over there. So we walked over there, and he was like, y'all finna go next or whatever after them or whatever. So we like, okay, cool. He pulled a chair out. He had us sit down. he had some of the guys make drinks for us because Bree was like, it's my birthday. Bree was telling everybody on the ship everywhere we go. She was like, it's my birthday, it's my birthday. Which, as you should, like, tell everybody it's your birthday. So they had made us some drinks or whatever. So we talking and stuff, and then like Nisha was like, she trying to, like, you could tell Nisha wanted to say something to us, but she didn't want to because of her friends. But like, you do not have to follow behind them. If you want to speak to us, you can speak to us. But like I told her, I said, you really need to speak to Nisha. You need to speak to Bree, Nisha, because y'all have a very close friendship, and whatever, regardless of how she feel about everybody. I know, y'all, child, the story is all over the place. I can't never seem to finish this story, but let's finish it while I'm on my couch. My bed is so uncomfortable, y'all. I don't know what it is. It's just hurting my back. And Bentley pissed on my mattress topper, so I hate to throw it away. Yeah, y'all be like, oh, he's so cute on TikTok. But he pissed on my mattress topper, so I had to throw it out. But let's jump into this part 2. We gonna finish it tonight, and this gonna be it, and I'm gonna post the video because this is it. Okay, this is it. Like, today you gotta get serious about your content, Felicia. Like, I really gotta tell myself that because it's so much stuff I just be wanting to do that I just don't get a chance to do. I just feel like it be no time in the day to do it. Okay, so I think we left off at the part where, okay, so I told y'all about Bahamas. I think we had left off on the part where, let me see if I can remember, backtrack. I told y'all about the money. I told y'all, okay, the cowgirl theme. Okay, I probably told y'all this, but before the day of the cowgirl theme, oh no, I did tell y'all that when Bria addressed him and told him how she feel. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward to Turkey and Caicos. That's where I left off at. So we had Turkey and Caicos or whatever, and while we were sitting there talking and chilling, waiting to do the clear boat photo shoot or whatever, we were giggling and talking. Nisha was giggling about the stuff that me, Brie, and Charlie was talking amongst ourselves. So it kind of just let us know, like, hey, if you really want to be included in the conversation, want to chill with us, you can. You could tell on her face she wanted to, but she was very standoffish because she was afraid of what her friends was going to say. But like, at the end of the day, it's really not really no beef. It's really just like, you just wasn't there for your friend when you needed to be there for your friend. Like, you just didn't show her the love that she expected to. Expected you to show her back in return. Granted, I know she didn't do it thinking like, oh, if I do it for you, gonna do it for me. I know Brie did it, the kindness of her art, because that's just the type of person Brie is. But Brie was hurt about it. She definitely was hurt about it. So really, pretty much the rest of the trip, really nothing really happened. We did the clear boat photo shoot. We went to a pool area where they had it. We chilled, we had drinks and stuff. We really didn't see the ladies for the rest of that day at Turkey and Caicos, but the clear boat photo shoot, they took their pictures. Morgan didn't take her pictures, of course. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Morgan was gonna take her pictures because the girl was there and the girl was gonna pay for it, but she didn't. The cruise babe was with her, so she dipped off with the cruise babe and the other girl, whatever. After that, we got back on the boat, and we was chilling or whatever throughout the trip. I was feeling seasick. I was pretty much over it. That was like on the way back from Turkey and Caicos to Miami, the boat was rocking so freaking much, especially when the boat was docked. Like, it was just rocking so bad. Gosh, like, I felt like I really couldn't even enjoy the rest of it because I was just so sick. There was times where I didn't feel the boat rocking. Like, if I was in a casino busy, I wouldn't feel it rocking or anything, and I'll be good to go. Like, I'll be all right. Like, I won't really feel motion sickness. But Carnival really needs to retire that boat because the way I was feeling nauseous and sick to my stomach was out of this world. And I don't think we seen the girls again until we got to the airport, really, because we got in our own Uber. We Ubered to the airport and we seen them at the airport. We got on the plane, and that was that. Everybody went their own way. Everybody went their own way. But I ain't gonna lie, on the slide, I'm gonna throw this in. I ain't really had no issue with Nisha, but I just felt some type of way because, like, you stopped talking to me and you stop being cool with me based off of the fact of your friend, even though like I really feel like you should have came to me and told me that, okay, I let her go through your bag, or I went through her bag, or whatever. But in the end, she did say, I'm the one who went through your bag. She didn't, but still, like, why you went through my bag? Like, you still should have asked permission to go through my bag, even if it's just a duffel bag. They didn't really have much in it. You still would just got too comfortable. Like, that's still not cool, or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The girls trip. Would I ever do a girls trip again? Yes. Would I ever do a girls trip with the other girls? No. I would go on a girls trip with Bree and Charlie, but I can't do it with the other people. I can't. But honestly, my go-to travel people is my best friend and my sister, like, and then my battle, Jazz. I love like going places with them. Those are my friends from back home from Florida. We go way back. So I really enjoy going on trips with them. It don't ever be no drama. Honestly, I felt like if Bree, I'm so glad Bree didn't go on the trip by herself without me and Charlie, because I feel like she wouldn't be able to enjoy her birthday to the fullest, or she would have been bored because she would have got stuck chilling with them. But Bree was like, hell no, she wasn't. She was gonna have her fun. But I would go on a cruise again. I just will never go on Carnival. Y'all can have that. I'm finna go on Road Caribbean one of these days. I will go on a cruise. I kept saying I'm not, but I'm gonna go on Road Caribbean because I heard a Road Caribbean boat is so big you don't feel the boat moving. And then I'm gonna go to my doctor, because I even told my doctor how sick I was. Cause me and my doctor, we real close, we be talking, and I was telling her how I was feeling on this cruise or whatever, and I was telling her like my asthma was not acting up, y'all. Oh my gosh, my asthma was not acting up on these islands. And she was like, that's because like the air quality is better. I was just like, do it take for a girl to move out of country for her to breathe right? But lately my asthma has been really good, y'all. It's been perfect. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to my channel for y'all to come catch the tea. I'm so sorry, y'all, it really took me this long. It should have never taken me this long, but life and I've been juggling a lot of things. My mental, family, finances, running a business. Sometimes like I be trying to do it and I just don't be up for it, like, or I be wanting to, or I just be so tired. Like lately I just been enjoying my couch. I ain't been want to go in my room and lay down, but yeah. If you are new to subscribing to my channel, please comment in the comments below. Let me know what type of content y'all want to see. I asked this before, but nobody commented. So please, y'all, let me know what type of content y'all want to see. I am a full-time business owner and I'm a veteran, so all I do is content creating, being home, working on my business. I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably gonna go back to a 9-to-5 because there's a lot of things I want to accomplish with Rich Off My Hustle, and just me juggling Poetic waist beads, trying to use that to fund Rich Off My Hustle is just not clashing together right now. It's just not clashing. I need another income. But Rich Off My Hustle is, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I really want to just put it on pause and I really just want to stop, but my best friend don't want me to stop. She was like, those sets her tea. A part of me just don't want to stop. Like, something in me just telling me to keep going. And I'm a person that just don't give up easily. And I'm trying not to get emotional when I say this, because I really always wanted to have like my active wear line. I always wanted to like sell clothes. I tried to do it before, and I tried to do it with a friend and it just didn't work out. And we did everything, like we did like a fashion show and everything. Like, we got the clothes, and what's so crazy is we had got the clothes from Shein. Before Shein is what Shein is now, we had shopped, and I now look at them like, dang, we had got these clothes from freaking Shein. And Shein now is not what it is before. Like, it's so crazy. I'm gonna insert a clip for you guys to see. But yeah, we did a whole fashion show, man, a whole freaking fashion show. Like, oh my gosh. And ever since then, like, always in the back of my head, I always wanted to start my own clothing brand. I always wanted to like just do a brand where it resonates with me. And I just always been a hustler. That's just always something I got from my mom and my dad. Both of my parents are Haitian, and both of my parents are entrepreneurs. My mom used to be a nurse until she was diagnosed with bone cancer. And thereafter, my mom, she is a cancer survivor. She recovered. And my dad, he is Haitian, and he's a full-time business owner. He's actually a tailor. And he's been doing that since I was a little girl. And my mama, like, when she got diagnosed with bone cancer, she started doing hair. And my mom's been a hairstylist ever since. So me being raised by two parents, not in the same household because my parents separated, but just they juggled me back and forth. Just watching them as an entrepreneur, it kind of just grew on to me. Like, my sister, she's a teacher. My brother, he's a manager. I ain't gonna say where he a manager at, but he a manager. And like, I'm like the only child that really took the entrepreneur route. And my mama, sometimes she can relate. She was like, well, you know, it's the ups and downs. You have the highs and the lows and stuff. And my dad, he just be so proud. Like, he be so proud. He be wanting to do more. But, you know, my dad is getting to the age where I have to step in and I have to take over on certain things with my father. But, like, he just be so proud and he just be showing me off. And he just always tell me, you know, like, he's so proud of me. At the end of the day, Haitian parents, they're gonna want their kids to go to school. I honestly, like, I be thinking about going to school, but if I do go to school, it is gonna go to school to go into business so I could learn more and just learn something that actually I can apply for myself. But, like, I don't know, I just don't see it no other way. I just don't see me out here not being an entrepreneur, not me having multiple streams of income. I just don't see me not doing that. That's all I can see. And it's crazy because I tried to get a job with CBS, and y'all, I kid y'all not, every time I sat at the computer, I got overwhelmed and I forgot everything that I was learned. Like, all the information I retained literally left. I did not remember any of it. And it's just so crazy to me. Like, now I'm just like, okay, time to get a 9 to 5. And I'm just like, oh, I wonder how this gonna play out. I wonder how it's gonna play out. But I kid y'all not, like, I literally asked God before I left El Paso. If you guys ever watch any of my videos on here, I always said, leaving the military, like, I want to be a full-time business owner. I don't want to work with nobody. Being in the military has taught me so many things. It taught me how to be a leader. It taught me how to adapt in different aspects of life. It taught me how to juggle so many obstacles. It made me stronger mentally. It broke me down mentally. Like, it literally, there was the highs and the lows, but literally, all in all, the military really molded me into who I am. And it really changed my life. It gave me a full 360 that I didn't think I needed. I do miss the military sometimes, but then I be thinking about it, be like, dang, like, all that time I will have away from me creating a family, I just can't do it. I'm a family oriented person, and it's just hard to balance that out, and I just feel like it conflicts. And I'm just a person that, I am a family person. I'm big on family, and the fact that I couldn't even get access to my family when I wanted to, it really bothered me a lot. And that's the part that really, like, keeps me away from the military. But that's just a little rant about me, because we do have a lot of people that subscribe to my channel. So y'all make sure y'all follow my following platforms: Poetic Waist Beads, it's your girl Fifi, and Rich Off My Hustle. Y'all help your girl out with Rich Off My Hustle, because your girl don't want to give up. Okay, I don't want to give up. I don't want to stop. Like, if I could get like 50 of you guys that subscribe to my channel to go place an order for the Rich Off My Hustle sets, literally, that is all in all that I need to take off. Like, that's all I need. It's about 300 so subscribers on here, and if 50 of y'all go to the site and purchase y'all a summer collection set, like, that would be, bruh, that would be a freaking amazing. But I'm going to still keep going. Poetic Waist Beads is not going nowhere. Rich Off My Hustle is not going nowhere. I have so many designs in my phone and that I just want to do with Rich Off My Hustle. And I could see it now. Like, I'm thinking big. It's either go big or go home. Like, my shit gonna make it to Meg, okay? Okay, Meg is gonna be shaking her booty in my stuff. Like, I like this rich off my hustle. If you don't know, rich off my hustle means rich in results and fueled by hustle. If you ain't got no results, what you hustling for? And if you ain't fueled, ain't gonna be no hustle. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I came up with rich off my hustle, because I just feel like everybody's rich in their own hustle. Whatever your hustle is, we all rich in it, and that's just what it is. Rich off content, rich off waist speeds. You get what I'm saying? But that's it. I think I done covered all the bases. Y'all could do a Q&A if y'all wanted me to do a Q&A. Y'all let me know in the comments. Like, please, y'all, when y'all see this video, I really need y'all to comment. I really need y'all to talk to me. Like, really, like, comment for me. Please, 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 please. And make sure y'all go follow your girl on Instagram. It's your girl, Fifi. And y'all follow all my social media platforms. I'm about to tap back into Snapchat because I done forgot all about Snapchat. But yeah, like, things gonna get better, things gonna change, and everything is gonna work out in my favor. I love y'all so much. To the people that's been here from the beginning, and to my new subscribers, I hope y'all still stay subscribed and y'all don't unsubscribe to this channel. I'm gonna try to go to bed. It's 1:10 a.m. in the morning. The plan is to wake up at 5 a.m. and to work on more waist beads. But I see y'all later. It's your girl, P.